This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, I'd like to welcome you to the Advantage Business Systems Customer Self-Service Portal. I'm Sharon Sturgis and I'm the Dynamic Support Manager for Advantage. What I'm going to do is just take you through how we can use the portal for creating cases and for searching for articles of interest, how to frequently asked questions, etc. on our knowledge base. So we'll start off by talking about the sign-in process. So you will have received, as a portal user, you will have received an email from us giving you the terms of engagement of using the portal, and then an invitation which you would choose to accept. In order to sign in, after you accept this invitation, it will take you to the sign-in page. But in order to actually connect, when you click on the Azure AD button, because the invitation actually adds you as a guest user to your Azure environment, you will actually have to go through some MFA in order to actually connect and have the full functionality of the portal. It may be that you don't have a Microsoft Authenticator app on your phone, so this is the time to get it. So your free application, and it allows us to join yourself, the application, the portal, so that you can use this with complete security. This would prevent other people posing as you and trying to fish for information about your business from us. So get yourself installed, get Microsoft Authenticator installed on your phone. And the first screen, which I can't demonstrate because I have it done already, is that you'll get a QR code which will pop up. With your Microsoft Authenticator in place and installed, you have a little cross on the top right-hand corner where you can add a work or school account, and it will ask you to scan the QR code or enter the code. So you can either scan the code, which will appear on this screen, or you can choose, if you can't scan it, you can say, if I can't scan it, press a button and it will give you a code which you can just key in. And that is our Advantage account added to the Authenticator. It will give you a little test to allow us to connect. It will ask for two figures which you plug into your Authenticator, which is the kind of handshake, if you like. Okay, so once you're logged in, and if you have any problems, just let us know and we'll help you out with it. Once you've logged in, there's a couple of things for you to know about. You can always go back and get user instructions by clicking on this icon here, right? And then you could download a file if you needed to, or this will give you navigation, the process of logging in, how to create cases, how to view our library. But after you've watched this, you probably won't need to. So let's go to cases. How do you log a case? Well, you start by clicking on the create button. This is really simple, by the way. You put in a really sensible title. I'm going to choose one that I put in before, duplicate key error for a particular company. So the idea here is what you've got to have in here is details of what's gone wrong, batch error. Part of the error is very useful because that's something you might want to search on. The company entity involved is useful, especially if you've got more than one. That's vital for more than one. And that should be enough. But the key thing is you as a business will use these titles later to go and find the solution to old cases that you've logged, thinking, I think we've logged this once before, and you can save logging cases, getting caught up in a support queue. You're not using up your annual quota of cases unnecessarily. Hopefully you're going to reduce downtime for your business. Okay, let's go and put the company. Yes. Okay, so you can put in a customer reference if you want to, which would be your reference. If you had perhaps an IP department that wanted their references held and cross-referenced, your entitlement can be, so you can select alternative entitlements, but basically this will default with your contract with us for logging cases. If nothing appears on there, don't worry, log your case. And if it's a case of perhaps that your renewal needs to be done at year end, then we can just organise that and keep moving. Product. Which ERP system are you using? GP Nav? Are you using our CRM system or Business Central? I'll pick Business Central. which case type is it? Mostly there'll be a problem, but if you just got a general query, you could ask us, or a request, maybe sort of a change to the system, you can ask us that as well. Just bear in mind that if you only have a break fix cases with us, it needs to just be a problem. The queries and the requests need to be dealt with really on what we would call a consultancy hours contract, which is more a more agile way of having your support with us. So you can log cases, but if there's little bits of consultancy, which just keeps the oils working, oils the motions of keeping this keeping the support call moving rather than waiting and you have to get a quote or for work or consultancy time, etc. That's another way forward. You can choose the priority. So mostly there'll be P3s, you know, for example, there was a batch error, but you know, everyone else can keep working, it's not a problem. And P2s would be where one particular, you know, really critical issue is you know, a real critical problem is being created and maybe something's not working, like a employee expense payments are not going out or an integration's failing or something like that. Now, P1 is only for if you've got complete system down and no one can work in the system. Okay. So additional contacts, you can choose contacts that you would like to within your business that you'd like to copy in. So, for example, we would only really be expecting your high-level super users, if you like, to be using this portal and logging cases at all with us. But you may want the end users to be copied in so they know things are happening. Or it could be that you're required to copy in your IT department so they know what's going on. Or it's an IT are logging the call and they want to copy in the super users or the end user, for example. Now, the next bit's really important. Please make sure you give us all of this information. Our customers that do provide all of this information tend to have their cases resolved so much quicker because actually half the time the case it's about collecting the information, not resolving the case. Because and that can be the problem where we're sort of playing tennis with can you give me this, oh, and this, and oh, you haven't given me that, and I need this, and you know, who are the users, what are the exact batch references and documents that are a problem, which companies, you know, has anything happened in IT at the moment, any Microsoft updates, etc. And we need to know all of that so that we know where to start looking to resolve the problem. So we'll need an answer on all of these. A little bit of blurb on each one would be useful. But yeah, then you can put whatever else you like in there. More information is always best. Now, you can't put screenshots in here, but you can add files with those screenshots on. Okay, and then you submit your case. Simple as that. So as you can see, the whole call logging process is an awful lot quicker than it would have been if you'd actually sent an email in and then, you know, we were then sort of analysing your case, trying to glean the information we do need, work out what is missing, etc., etc. But if you've got a good high-level user that knows how to triage cases before they escalate them to a support desk, and understand what is support, i.e. not putting through training requests or system change requests or system admin, none of which are covered by standard support contracts, standard break fix support contracts. And so you can sort of weed out and not log unnecessary cases and use up your cases, because these sort of things, these sort of exclusions would go straight to your account manager unless you've got an consultancy hours contract. Look, so great news, the case is created. As soon as you've got that, you know that that case is on our CRM system and it's literally flashing up on someone's dashboard to say, go and deal with this case. Okay, so you know it's there, you know that it's received, that someone can see it. You'll also receive a case acknowledgement email, and on that email there's a hyperlink straight back to the case. And so you click on the hyperlink, assuming you're logged in, you can just stay logged in for ages. It will take you and log you straight back into the case that you've put on the system. Okay, it may be asking you be that you now want to add a comment. You might have forgotten to attach a screenshot. Okay, or some extra information you think we might need. And it could be that you'll then start getting emails, you'll then start getting portal comments from us, perhaps asking you questions or just delivering the resolution. Now, those portal comments will appear here But don't worry, don't expect you to sit there waiting to hear from us, just staring at the screen. They will be backed up with an email to you and your additional contact saying, the case has been updated, this is what we've said, and there'll be a hyperlink in case you need to go back to the case and add any more comments. Okay, but it could just be saying, we've resolved that problem. So it'll take you straight back here, no nonsense, very easy to use. Okay. So what if the case was after, I should say then what you can see here is you're developing a timeline of correspondence, some from us, some from you, attachments, etc. Now this means that later on, if you can come back to this case and see what happened, see what the resolution was, see if it is the same error, and if so, what do we do about it? It might be something we've got to do, it might be something that you could do differently, whatever. So you've then got the power to kind of take control and speed up your end users' resolution times just by getting on with it and taking a look. Okay, so if it is resolved, in your cases, you would be able to go to resolved cases. Okay, these are just test cases. They've got some rubbish in them, to be honest, but if they're resolved, you will see what the resolution was. Obviously, a load of old blurb here. But also on the portal comments, you'll be able to view all the timeline. This was an old case, so it wouldn't have a timeline on it. It wasn't originally logged, or didn't have any correspondence on it. But you'll be able to see what the exchanges were and the history on that case. Okay. So if you want to go and find an old case because you're thinking, I'm sure we've seen this before, you could go to resolved cases as it showed, and you could do a search. You could say, well, let's see, something to do with emails. Star in case it's in the middle of the case title. Okay, so that will show you all your old cases that have the word email in the title. So hence the extreme importance, if you like, of putting a really relevant case title in, something you can easily re-find again. Okay. So the next thing I wanted to talk to you about was the knowledge base. So this is a growing library of documents that we've created, or links to pages on perhaps the Microsoft website. Hopefully we think that's good enough, or videos we've recorded, or our partners or Microsoft have recorded we think are useful to you. So this is a growing library. So you'll find some really useful stuff on there, which will be how to do things and also some frequently asked questions, but it will build over time as well. So let's go and take a look how you find your way around that. So if you were a Dynamics GP customer, for example, you might want to know how to, open a financial period or something like that. I could then go, this happens to be one that's on here, how to create a financial period, but there's some others, how-tos, importing budgets, copy-paste journals, what are talking about general account types, account formatting. And this will give you, and this is the sort of the look and feel of the documents that we've created. So usually lots of pictures, explanations. Okay, if you think this is particularly good, you can rate it. Okay, and you can give us your comments as well. Okay. So also with a knowledge base, you can also search knowledge articles, and you can just try to find a word basically, so let's just say, for example, this would find you any knowledge articles which have the word debtor in it. So not surprising, account reconciliation, sales debtor reconcile, account types, etc. So we could go to look at one of those. Okay, and again, similar sort of look and feel on our documents. It may just literally be a one-liner in there, which is a link straight to a URL or playing a video, which could be from our website, could be from Microsoft or another, something that we think is useful and good for you. Okay, so that really is the main two features I wanted to show you on using our portal. The only other thing I would direct you to is if ever you're thinking, well, I need to put something on a training course, there are links to our training courses. So for example, I've got GP Core and System Manager training courses coming up in January 24, and something similar for Navision, Business Central in February. So you can then go and register for those, or register some of your people. And there happen to be some very good 2-for-1 offers on at the moment, just saying. So finally, I just want to just sum up by saying we're finding with our customers that have gone live with this, they're spending a lot less time with their cases. They've got more flexibility for logging cases as and when they want to. There's a big appreciation of being able to see and have a lot more transparency on what's happening with the case, and also the ability to go back and look to see what's happened in the past. And the knowledge base articles seem to be quite well received too. We're always very open to suggestions from yourselves of what you think would be useful for how-tos and any other features that you think you'd like to see on this portal. So thank you very much, and we look forward to hearing from you.